a 87 Camaro, and this is up next for the build for others. The only thing we got to do to it is we are making a specific car, and we got to add we're going to leave the color, we're going to paint the vents there, but we got to add a red stripe around, and I'm going to cheat. I'm not going to paint it. I'm actually going to take, and I should have some. I do. I have some red pinstripe, and we're going to take that and go all the way around, and I'll show that once we get there. But I got to take it apart because I got to add a blue LED on the inside there, because we're going to make a little blinking cop light. So anyway, a specific car we were building. I don't have to paint the body. It's that color, so we are good to go on that. But anyway, I got to get a light coming in, and we'll work on this very, very soon, because I got to take it apart, and we got to fit a battery in it and put a switch and make it very simple and fun. But anyway, that is up next on the workbench. The Bomarc, pretty much satisfied with the yellow. I got a little more probably to do on the back here, but I'm going to probably leave it. I'm going to do some a little bit of shading because that is a launch rail, and it can you know, it's going to have, I want to say soot, but I'm not going to weather it or dark it too much. I just want to just give it a little bit of you know, detail painting, as in just a few washes and a little bit of airbrush. But anyway, I gotta go back in. I didn't see it. Of course, I didn't turn it around when I did it. I got a little yellow right there. I got to fix with Mr. Metallic Gray, so we'll get that fixed. I got most of it dry brushed around the corners and edges. I really don't know if you can actually see it. I just need to go one more time around a few things and put a couple washes around the dials, and just to make them pop. I'm going to probably dry brush the tank here, get it basically a different color, and the scaffolding. I'm going to probably get it just a little bit more. I want to say not silver, but a little more lighter than the darker gray there, just to get just a little more color on that. And then I'll be almost satisfied with that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint the launch rail thing black, and we'll basically continue on with that. But the Bomarc, I started painting it, and I started with Hataka paint, and it's all right. If you really got to thin it to shoot through the airbrush, that was my problem with it when I first started with it. It smells like house paint, but anyway, it's a different smell from the Vallejo. But anyway, I started with that. It was all right, but I went ahead and went back with Vallejo. Went with a silver gray. It's actually it's a light white gray, if you will. And once I get the white nose cone, and then I'll go in with a little bit of white, and I'll probably I'll go inside the panels just a little bit, just to make it a off-white, but with just a little bit of gray in it. But anyway, that's what the picture really calls out for, and we'll get to that. But anyway, got most of it painted. I had to stop because basically let it dry, and then I'll go back in and we'll touch up. Anyway, Bomarc is getting a paint job. The Mako, and I got everything light blocked, and I know you really can't see it if I turn it on, but anyway, I'll just do it. You can see the lights. You can barely see like the green, the red, the nacelles work. On the side here, I didn't think about it when I did it. I basically had to darken the windows with tulip, and I'm just going to paint some of these black just to get like it's a window that's off. That was the only way to hide the green light, because it shined all the way through, and I didn't think about that when I did it. But anyway, we'll make it work. I got a little bit of light leak. Just you can see where the impulse engine is. Once the light leak there, I just got to go with some more tulip and you know, fix that. And then I haven't really started, but I kind of wanted to see. I'm going to take what color is it? Gunship Gray, and I'm going to start shading the panels. And I really don't know if you can actually pretty see it in the light here. It's very, very faint. I did it on the bottom. You might be able to see a little bit more darker there. And I just wanted to see how well that worked out. And I think the gray there gives the panels a little more little more character to it, and we'll give it a little more weathering. But once I get the finished with the light leaks, and then I'll finish airbrushing the panels, and then we'll probably seal it and then do the whatever that little orange red it is on the sides there. But anyway, that's my game plan on that, and hopefully there might not be a whole lot of model building this weekend. We do have a show to go to because I have to deliver the Big E, and I'll show it. That's a box. It's basically sitting on the stand on the box, and I took the bubble wrap, taped it on to the box. It's basically a cradle, and it's good and sturdy, so it'll make the transport across town and to its owner, and the owner will be able to transport it to his house. So anyway, that's I always like to show how I do package stuff. But anyway, that's on the to-do list this upcoming weekend. But anyway, that's what I got going on today. We are packing up the Big E, the Mako, getting some shading and some final touches. We're painting the Bomarc, and we're getting ready to start the 87 Camaro. So that's what I got going on today, so stay tuned for the next exciting episode.